And now, Peasants, Trades, and Cities.
Ages, social hierarchy went like so. There was a king at the top, then nobles, followed by knights, the clergy, or bishops, so to say, merchants, and finally peasants. Peasants were hardworking individuals. Peasants were serfs, not slaves. They woke up at 3 a.m., and their wives would usually make warm porridge for breakfast. After they finished eating, they would go to the fields for a long day of work. They would work from sun up to sundown. Their work would increase during the planting and fall harvest seasons. Common farming techniques and tasks include reaping, sowing, plowing, binding and thatching, threshing, and hedging. Peasants made their own tools made of wood and leather. With all of these advancements and methods, the job took less time. Each manor has hundreds of peasants, all that are part of the same class. If you're a peasant, you're born into one class and you stay there for life, no matter how much work you do. Our clothes, food, wife or husband, and house are all things that are decided for us. Peasants are bound to the land and farm for the lords. Our diet consists of bread, porridge, vegetables, and some meat. Different seasons call for different crops and tools. This makes work easier and it helps fertilize the soil. One of the tools is called the caruca. It's a heavy wheeled plow made of iron. The caruca and cattle are very expensive, so we share them. This has made our community come together and has made all the work easier.
These serfs work at the manor of Lord Spooky Scary Skeletons. We'll see what this one has to say.
The way I see, each one of these manors has hundreds of us peasants working all day, every day of our lives. In charge are just our stupid, spooky, scary skeleton lord and his stupid knights. Why don't we all just revolt and vanquish this upside-down feudal system?
But that's not my job.
Yeah, it is. We can use our vast numbers to dethrone the corrupt lords and even the king himself. Then they can eat their porridge and bread every day. They can use that infuriating caruca. Like, what is caruca anyway? You can't even tell it's an iron plow. But anyway, what do you say? If we get enough of us, we can start a revolution.
I think I'm fine.
You women are just so disrespectful.
Both of you, get back to work or I will have your heads.
What perfect timing for our Lord to make round. Women actually play a huge part in society. People think that all we do is care for our husbands, homes, and children, but we are capable of so much more. Some of my friends work for the lords. They usually work earlier in the day, just like the men. I work in the manor house, though. I cook food, care for the home, and tend to the Lord's needs. Some other people in my manor weave, spin, and mend clothing for those who need it. Our days are long and harder than you would think. We care for our houses, our husbands, and our children. I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty important. A lot of women work in the manor house for the lords instead of out in the field. I was like, look at this, I'm freezing! I was born in this instead of out here in the family of farmers.
What did I tell you? The sun has been up for 3 hours now and you have had no work done. All you're doing is distracting my other workers and getting off task. You're coming with me.
What this serf has done doesn't seem so bad to us, but some lords were strict. The power probably went to their heads. She could be in grave danger right now. Brutal executions were not common, but did occur occasionally. Her disruption of work could merit just that. A lot of lords probably wouldn't be so harsh, but if you couldn't tell from his name, Lord Spooky Scary Skeleton.
Oh, serf, you have pestered my workers for the last time. Every day I get the same report about the same female, disrupting my workers and costing me money. All of them are coming from some fellow named George.
You've got to be kidding me.
What was that?
Nothing, Lord.
Well, seeing as how we can't have this continue going on, I'm gonna have to put you down.
Oh no, please, I'll work harder next time, I promise.
Too late! fleeting, peasant. Your days are numbered.
It's like the end for our serf.
Well, I guess this beast's getting run over by a plow.
Now!
I may have been a bust, but at least at the end of the day, I can go home to my cozy little one-room thatch house. No matter how much I hate being on this Lord's freaking land, it makes me feel safe having my home on it. The rent is a bother, but it's bearable. Do you still need my ox to play our Naruko tomorrow?
Yeah, thanks for that.
No problem. I'm just happy I get to see my wife at home in another hour. Did you hear what they were going to do with that lady?
Yeah, they executed her.
I am standing outside one of the busiest trading ports in all of the Middle Ages, Venice. Venice is where it's at. There are multiple trading ports all around the Mediterranean, but Venice is by far the most popular and busy. Inside each port is a marketplace, where merchants are waiting to have their products be traded. Oh look, there's a merchant right over there. Let's see if they can show us around.
Come on over. I have some extra food and animals from a farmer. And most merchants get their goods from the Mediterranean, like scented perfume, like my merchant friend here. They're trying to sell it to someone. I can feel a good deal coming on.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to sell with you at the moment. Have you not heard that spices, Egyptian paper, pearls, and perfume are the new hottest things in the market right now? They have actually been the most popular in the Middle Ages the entire time. How could you not get the memo?
Wow, I can't believe you didn't know that. Do you know anything about trade around the Mediterranean? I mean, it's a pretty tricky business. You should know what you're talking about. Do you even know how trade came to Europe?
Of course I know that. Like, even the Vikings traded.
No, actually Crusaders returning from Palestine brought many luxury goods to the Mediterranean to be traded.
I totally knew that. I bet you didn't know that I'm an expert in trading.
Okay, prove it.
Yeah, start talking.
Fine then. In traveling marketplaces, merchants would have to travel long distances, which would last from sunrise to sundown. And these markets would move from town to town.
What about nobles and lords? I think you forgot to mention them in your brief explanation.
Well, I was just going to say that before you rudely interrupted me. When you go there, you have to pay the lord or the noble to be able to trade there.
I was a part of a traveling market once, and it was horrible. I pretty much paid the noble more than I earned by trading.
Hey, it looks like a peasant's coming over here to trade. And check out the market.
Hey, do you guys have any luxurious goods here today? Actually, yes we do. We have some extra food from farmers along with extra animals they wanted to sell. Would you like to buy any? No, I'm sorry. I will have to come back later when I have more money. Just to let you know, it might be a while since I'm a peasant and all. Well, I better get back to my manor. Bye.
Adios.
Hey, I forgot to ask earlier, but how did peasants benefit from trade?
Oh, that's an easy one. Peasants and villagers got exposed to new ideas and different ideas. This gives them a little more freedom, but still not much.
Hey, let's get back to our trading here. Are you going to buy some of my gems or freshly farmed produce? I mean, I'll buy some of your perfume. I've always wanted some.
Okay, fine, but I'm still not sure you're trustworthy enough to trade with. I mean, do you even know how money works?
You're all just jealous of my fresh food and gold. You can never do what I do. Of course I know about money. I'm a merchant, for crying out loud. I may not have been here for as long as you have, but I still have some experiences. As trade increases in the Mediterranean, so does demand for gold and silver. Before trade was a huge thing, we had an economy based on bartering that was really bad.
You're right, but now trade is a trending hashtag here in the Middle Ages. We're moving towards a commercial capitalism, which is an economic system in which people invest in trading goods for profit.
I see. You actually know what you're talking about.
See, I knew you were jealous. So will you just trade now?
Fine, you've earned it. Let's make a deal.
Okay. Thank you.
There was typically a wall around the city which was used to protect the people inside. Since the cities were so small, the farms usually came right up to the edge of the wall. These cities started to grow and expand once trading became more popular. The houses for a peasant were mud brick houses, which were houses built upward to take up less space. Medieval cities were a lot smaller than the cities we would see today. Back then, there were about 8,000 to 12,000 people in a normal-sized city, and about 12,000 to 100,000 in a large city. Today, Fort Wayne has almost 260,000 people living in it. The streets weren't made of gravel or asphalt like today, but were actually made of mud, which caused for ugly messes during the rainy seasons.
In conclusion, the medieval times were an essential part of history and have changed our lives for the better.
Oh, sir.
What are you doing back there?
Oh, sir.
I will film it if you want me to.
Oh, sir. You have pestered my workers for the last time. Each day. What the? They cut! No, stop!
Nothing, Lord.
That's not scared!
Well,
No! This looks like the end for our surf.
Now!
well, he's getting hit by
In which trade and goods benefit profit.